It's a big weekend's racing. 2 Group 1s and a Group 3 at Hollywood Bets Greyville on Saturday. We were up at Summerveld, my colleague Sheldon Peters and I, doing the interviews, which we would certainly be sharing with you on the show and on the various platforms and, of course, on the Gold Circle YouTube channel. But after we chatted with the trainers, Sheldon and I had a bit of a conversation about the weekend's racing and how wonderful it is also to be teaming up with Hong Kong pools and just what a wonderful opportunity it is and what a wonderful day's racing that presents. So without any further ado, we hand over to my interview with Sheldon Peters.
It's an absolutely glorious morning here at Summerveld Training Centre in the heart of KwaZulu-Natal, and with me is my colleague and good friend Sheldon Peters, who's been doing a lot of work behind the scenes, the two of us. Sheldon, good morning, and just a glorious morning that we've had thus far, haven't we?
Absolutely magnificent. When you got the racing in your veins, it's amazing. Been out here since 5:30 this morning, and this is what we live and we breathe for, watching these majestic animals, doing the interviews, watching the racing, and of course Hong Kong, a big day on Saturday, the world's joining us, and especially Hong Kong. It's going to be an amazing day, and after having a chat to a couple of the trainers and the jockeys this morning, mouth-watering stuff on offer.
Absolutely, and as you say, it'd be wonderful to have Hong Kong with us and showing our product to them, and certainly the trainers, listening to the trainers this morning, and obviously all these interviews will be shared with everybody. There's some exciting racing, and these horses seem to be revved up and ready to go, and so they should be for these great days like we're going to see on Saturday.
Well, I felt like a traffic officer this morning. Each and every car stopped, popped up and opened the windows, pulled the windows down. They had a chat with us, a lot of banter. And this is what you want. You want a lot of camaraderie. They're all full of jokes, enjoying themselves, looking forward. But when it comes down to business, the business is there at hand on the race day.
Lots of betting action. Of course, the pools, or the win pool, the place, swingers and Quinella, or exacta as it's known here. So lots of betting opportunities and, as you said, mouth-watering racing and just plenty of bets that we can get involved in.
As they say, the sky's the limit. And Saturday, the sky's the limit. You can put your max on. It's not going to shorten horses in a big way. And just the fact that we're going to be commingling and getting involved in those pools, it's absolutely amazing. I've never experienced this before in my life. And I think for South African racing, KZN, it's going to be an absolutely spectacular event.
We've we've seen the horses, we've interviewed the trainers, and it's now the height of champion season in South Africa, and it really is exciting to be able to show our champions and the human champions and the animal champions to the world.
You combine the two together, it's all about team efforts in that. You got the trainers, the grooms, the jockeys, you got the presenters, commentators, and everybody involved, the photographers, the press. It's wonderful. So this is a day that we're really looking forward to, and we're going to set some high standards. We
certainly are. And before we wrap this conversation, let's just touch on the 3 feature races which form part of the commingled pools of win, place, swinger and exacta, or Quinella as it's called in Hong Kong. The Lonsdale Stirrup Cup, which is a Group 3 event, the Willavington 2000, which is a Grade 1, and then of course the headliner, the Daily News 2000, a Grade 1 for 3-year-olds. The Lonsdale Stirrup Cup, your selection or a horse that you quite like for this feature race?
Well, chatting to Justin Snape, he said he believes Silver Host is one of the best stayers in the country, and if he overcomes the draw, that's the horse to beat. But Black Nap number 4 from the Vaughan Marshall stable, that's the talking horse. So I'd probably lean narrowly with Black Nap from the draw.
Okay, so horses 4 Black Nap and 13 Silver Host, certainly worth respecting. Then the 6th race is the Willavington 2000, a Group 1 event. Lots of talk around these horses. Netta won so well last time, War of Athena, Princess Kala. Are those the 3 principal contenders?
They are indeed the three principal contenders, and I'm really looking forward to calling this race because we know there's a pace setter in the race. We've got a horse like Emerald Palace who can go and press forward. War of Athena, she just wins Group 1 after Group 1, so she is the horse they've got to beat, but there's a lot of fighting talk for Princess Keller. So I think these are the two horses. Netta's going to be chasing them, and the pace is going to be honest, so this is going to be a crack of a race.
The main feature is the Daily News 2000, a Grade 1 event. It's going to be run over 2,000 meters, and Linebacker is on the way, along with many other horses, to preparation for the Vodacom Durban July. He certainly seems to set the standard.
Yes, Linebacker, he's a horse who's really thriving here in KwaZulu-Natal. We've seen him win. We saw his gallop the other day with Rascallion, really in a good space. Vaughan Marshall upbeat about his performance. No doubt he's the horse to beat, but the horse Kom Met Die Ding. That's the way we're going to go. We're going to try and get it right in the commentary and get it right. Unlucky last time out. And I think this could be a fairy tale story for this individual. So I think there's going to be a narrow margin to separate them.
Well, whatever happens, we're going to be in for some thrilling racing. Of that, we have no doubt. But it's wonderful to be part of this whole production and part of this whole race day. All that's left for us is to wish you all the very best. Get your bets on because there's plenty of money to be made.